Hello everyone and welcome back to Causes Gaming. Today we are going to take a look at Disjunction. This stealth action RPG set in a cyberpunk New York promises to allow you to pick your gameplay, a reactive story where choices matter, a great pixel art style accompanied with great music. Whether it can deliver on all of these promises is the question we will try to answer today. Disjunction is available for €15.99 for your regional equivalent. Welcome to New York. The year is 2084. The city is no longer ruled by law and order. Instead, the city now belongs to many different mafias that wage never-ending wars against each other. Chaos, implants, giant conglomerates, and drugs. This and more is what the stealth action RPG Disjunction brings you in its cyberpunk pixel art glory. And to top it all off, it comes with an awesome soundtrack. You'll get to visit the Big Apple from 3 different perspectives. First from the eyes of a private detective named Frank, then from the tough boxer Joe, and lastly you'll get to hack around the city with Spider. At first glance, their destinies aren't connected at all. Frank is just looking for a new case, Joe is trying to get revenge for the death of his daughter, and Spidey has a new job offer. But soon, their lives will intertwine. Don't expect simplicity in the story of Disjunction. The tangled web of the 3 different storylines is done quite well. But you do have to pay attention, otherwise soon you'll just get lost in all its different strands. There are a lot of different names being thrown at you, sometimes even too much. Even I got lost in the story a few times, even though I was trying to give all my attention. Nonetheless, the story will remain hidden from you unless you yourself will learn the art of being stealthy. Stealth is the main course in Disjunction, and each of the protagonists approaches it in a different way. Each of the characters gets 3 special active abilities and 1 passive. My favorite was Frank. He likes to hide in the shadows to quietly pacify his opponents from behind. On the other hand, Frank likes to be a bit more direct by quickly pummeling his foes, and Spider uses his powers to create illusions and can even turn invisible for a moment. The enemies, on the other hand, behave always the same way with no regard to what character you picked. Each of them has their cone of vision, some smaller, some bigger, and robots even have several cones of visions. And being in their vision for a few months, they will obviously notice you, and then you're in big trouble. That's when the action part of Disjunction comes into play, as you'll be leaving bodies in your trails, and if any guard notices the bodies, the whole room will quickly be alarmed. What's strange is that this actually sometimes makes getting rid of them easier than if they were not alarmed, as their walking patterns get randomized when alarmed. Your tactic is always the same no matter whether you attack a weak guard, a Terminator with full body implants, or even a giant mechanical murder monster. Which I wish was a bit different, as all you need to do is hide around a corner, wait until your enemy comes to you, and smack them on the head. The only real difference is that the first enemy will require 2 left clicks, the second will need 5, and the last will go down after 8 clicks. Different approaches to various enemies would drastically improve Disjunction. But don't despair, there's also static enemies that don't go really around corners. Sadly, these are even simpler, just come from behind and smack them until they go down. Nothing ever changes about the combat, thus I can't really compliment the stealth action part of Disjunction, and especially at the end of the game, it can almost feel boring. If you're a fan of a more direct approach to getting rid of obstacles, you can surely go for it. All the protagonists also carry some sort of firearm. Frank has his trusty revolver, Joe loves his shotgun, and Spider decided an SMG will be his weapon of choice. But honestly, you don't get that much of a chance to use them apart from a few select spots. I only got into a room and shoot everything a few times, and because of that I didn't really even try to do it at other times. On the other hand, the guns do come in useful when you face tough situations, yet only when there's less than 4 enemies out after you, otherwise your chances of survival drop quickly. The levels, apart from a bit of an aesthetic, are mostly the same. 2 layers filled with doors. You'll be tasked to find keys that will open the ways towards an important target, and if you really believe in yourself, you can also attempt to get the bonus objectives that will provide you with some okayish permanent benefits such as more damage, etc, etc. But nothing that would drastically change the gameplay. So, in conclusion, the first game coming out from the studio Ape Tribe Games, it's good. It's not perfect, and it has a few issues such as enemies shooting through stuff and hearing you when they shouldn't, but overall, yeah, if you're a fan of stealth and can deal with not that much variability when it comes to combat, then Disjunction is a good choice for you. So, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the review, and if you do, please consider giving it a like here on YouTube, perhaps even subscribe to the channel, and be sure to share it with your friends. And comment if you have anything you would like to add. See you guys later with more gaming content.